We are joined by UC Irvine head coach David Kniffin. To his right, Joe Karlous, Zhai and Francesco Sani after a 3-0 win in the semifinals of the 2023 OUTRIGGER Big West Men's Volleyball Championship presented by the Hawaiian Islands. We will start by asking Coach for an opening statement and then open the floor to questions from media members in the room. We ask all media to please identify yourself and your outlet before asking your question. Coach, if you would please just start us off with your thoughts on tonight's match.
Sure. 3-0 sounds like, Irvine was in control the whole night. And I would just say, I think the way we felt all season in so many of our matches is it's really just one touch or one play that can send a match in a different direction. Tonight, there were a few of those one play moments, whether it was one slightly better touch or one rally or one slightly better play that gave us a point. But gosh, this rally score game is wild because it can go fast either direction. But great effort, but we can jump to questions.
Hey Coach, Mike Bartolozzi, 562. Just curious, I don't know your coaching philosophy. Do you believe that those plays that you can control them, or is it to some extent just kind of how the ball bounces? I agree, it was like you had 4 or 5 plays where it's like, you get a save going over the table that gets sent straight down. How much of that is your guys' effort? How much of it is like, thankful the volleyball gods are with you tonight?
Yeah, I don't believe in volleyball gods. But I do believe that everything that we do out here is a gift and nothing ultimately is within our control. So, we're out here doing the best we can with what we've got, putting ourselves in a position to win, and then we just kind of let it fall where it's going to fall and hope that it's for the benefit of all involved. And I just appreciate the opportunity to compete for a common objective with a group of individuals. I've always said I think I'd really struggle playing or coaching an individual sport because it's the alchemy, it's the things that are kind of unknown, the things that are truly uncontrollable, but just to watch guys try to work together and support each other, I think puts us in positions to allow those things to happen, but definitely not within our control.
Good evening, Coach. My name is Taryn Rodriguez, host of Set Point Volleyball Podcast on IE Sports Radio. How does it feel knowing that you were able to put it all together after getting reverse swept on your home court against this same Long Beach State team?
I'm just grateful I have a short memory, so I don't really remember what you're talking about.
Me too. What happened?
Uh-oh.
Did he just play?
No, we try to have a short memory as competitors. It's one of the greatest gifts that an athlete can have. And one of my old bosses, Darren Nelson, who was a football player for a number of years, said, one of the best things you can do as an athlete is forget quickly. And I think that was a big deal for us coming out of the pyramid on Friday night, was to imagine that didn't happen, that was behind us, to look at the match here in the Bren with fresh eyes, and obviously we lost in 5 in the Bren, to come into the week kind of refreshed and anew and not think too much about things in the past that are now outside of our control, but to be as present as possible. So sorry for making light of it, but that's how we do it. Yeah.
And this is a question for Joe. Obviously, you being in your first year at UC Irvine, you are in the Big West Conference Final. How does it feel to guide the Anteaters to the championship game?
First, I just want to say, thank God, Jesus Christ, for bringing me here. I shouldn't be playing volleyball, and guys that know my story, people that know my story know that it's a long journey to get here, but I'm so thankful because these are my brothers on and off the court, and I don't feel like I'm leading. I feel like I'm following the Lord and just doing the best I can, and whatever happens is whatever happens. I'm just thankful to be here.
Coach, memory issues aside, unique thing to play a team 3 times in 8 days with sort of increasing stakes. How did that kind of, what field did you develop for them? What kinds of things were you able to shift strategically, as you went into each match new?
Yeah, and we can talk tactics a little bit. There's not a lot that was complicated there besides just trying to put our guys in the best position possible, not asking them to do things outside their skill set. And to that, I would say the play of Zhai tonight, along with Will Darcy coming in and just doing what they do. It was not complicated for them. They were doing what was trained and tested through a training environment, things that we've seen them do kind of all year. I will say they're learning, so they're constantly improving. But that would be a comment I would make about Akil's play tonight as well. all those things give us a different look. But I don't feel like anybody did anything outside of their skill set today. I think it was just, we stayed within our comfort zone. As athletes, we talk so often about how important it is to be outside of our comfort zone. I think that's valuable from a training standpoint, but once the match gets going, you know, we want to do what got us there. And I think guys did a nice job of that tonight.
Jason Cunningham from the Honolulu Star Advertiser. Coach, you saw Hawaii a couple weeks ago in Honolulu. What do you take out of that series? Now going into a rematch with them tomorrow night for the championship.
We're excited. We're definitely excited to play them. You know, up to tonight, we knew that we were competitive with every top 5 team out there. You know, the only 2 teams that have swept us this year have been Long Beach and Hawaii. Otherwise, we've been in every match. You know, on me for scheduling as tough as we do. You know, we're going to play some tough environments and some tough opponents in their home environments, and Hawaii falls into that category, obviously. That's a tough place to play. So it is exciting to get them on what I feel is kind of a more neutral court. But we're excited to play them.
And then a question for Francesco. Obviously, Long Beach State is a very tough team to put away. How were you all able to put them away first before they were able to come back to possibly turn the tide?
Well, to that I'd say, like, it was definitely better to play them twice before, so we know what to do and what not to do. We had a whole week of practice since the 2 losses last weekend, and you know, we game played a little bit and just played our volleyball. But at the end of the day, like Niff said, we didn't do anything too extraordinary tonight. We've been doing this all year and finally clicked tonight, so we're able to win.
Rob Estrella, volleyballbank.com, and this friend wants a ticket, but although your play was very good tonight offensively and defensively, great culture and great vibe on the court, which is something that I feel like it really developed just tonight for the first time. Would you agree to that assessment of what was happening on the court?
You guys are out there.
Yeah, for sure. I think last weekend when somehow we got reversed up, I guess he doesn't remember, but it did happen. I think we kind of got a little down ourselves and a little mad after we lost a couple points. I think tonight, even though they made a point, we were all coming together, just focusing on the next play. We didn't hold any grudges, again, short memory. So we didn't let their stretches of runs get on us, and we didn't let them come back in the game at all. So.
And you're talking about guys that are playing with a ton of passion. They love playing this game, and they love the struggle and the battle. And at this level, it can be a bit of a technical, tactical roller coaster, but it can also be an emotional roller coaster. And it takes time to develop maturity as players, but it's been really fun to watch the trajectory of this team as they learn and grow. So it's been enjoyable to be part of it. Yeah.
One more question for you, Coach. And seeing the chess match that's happened, I think you said you've forgotten from the last few matches, but I mean, there were some pretty obvious changes that were some pretty unique changes to the pieces that created some great matchups for you. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, it's just, game planning's hard. I mean, it's hard to ask. It's hard to ask anyone to do something complex that can maybe change a game. It seemed like it was easier to just put people in different positions that did things naturally than to ask for lots of comprehensive changes. And a little bit of it is availability of players too. You know, just I mean, Cole Gillis is ready to go, but then you know, Akil played well last night and thought, well, shoot, we'll just go with it for as long as we can because why not? And you know, so we had all options on the table, which was great, but that was just a slightly different look too. And if that gives us 1 point, that might be all it takes.
Bob Kaiser, Orange County Register. Did you guys have as much confidence that you would have as much success on the ends as you did early? Pretty much you established a rhythm that they had never seen to have an answer for.
First of all, Bob, it's good to see you again. It's been a while. Yeah, I don't know that my confidence wavered. You know, I really believe in playing point to point, and even more so playing touch to touch. And So, you know, we've been in big time matches. This program has been in championship matches down by 8 or 9 points in a set and still been able to win. And we've been up by a lot and we've lost. And so I don't know that my confidence goes up or down. What I believe is that high levels of competency will give high levels of confidence. And when we're asking these guys to do things that they're good at, I'm supremely confident in their ability.
The Anteaters will face the Rainbow Warriors tomorrow at 7:30 on ESPNU. Congratulations on tonight's win.